Jay-Z's legal saga began when a Jane Doe lawsuit linked him to Diddy's so-called Freakoff parties, setting off a firestorm of headlines and search spikes for Jay-Z lawsuit Diddy, Freakoff evidence, and Roc Nation scandal. According to court filings, Jane Doe claimed she was lured by a limo driver, given a drugged drink, then alleged that Diddy and an unnamed co-defendant, later identified as Jay-Z, sexually assaulted her. Those explosive allegations, filed in late 2024, prompted viral outrage across social media channels and drew intense media scrutiny to two of hip-hop's wealthiest icons. Jay-Z countered within days, filing an extortion suit in Los Angeles against Jane Doe's attorney Tony Busby. His legal team described the underlying complaint as idiotic, frivolous, and baseless, insisting that the entire case was a shakedown designed to extract millions in exchange for silence. Jay-Z's extortion complaint detailed correspondence in which Busby allegedly demanded seven-figure payouts, branding those demands nothing short of blackmail. A federal judge quickly granted Jane Doe the right to proceed anonymously, but admonished both sides to curb sensational language and focus on facts, marking the first courtroom setback for the plaintiff. The narrative shifted dramatically when private investigators retained by Jay-Z's lawyers recorded Jane Doe admitting that Jay-Z never assaulted her, and that she was pressured by her attorney to include his name for leverage. ABC News published the recording, feeding an SEO surge for Jay-Z exoneration audio and Freakoff tap statements. Yet within days, Jane Doe retracted that admission, alleging intimidation by investigators. Her reversal reopened legal battles over witness credibility. Motion filings exploded in the Southern District of New York, and search volumes for Jane Doe retraction and courtroom intimidation claims soared. On Valentine's Day 2025, Jane Doe voluntarily dismissed her lawsuit with prejudice, legal jargon meaning she can't refile, triggering headlines like Jay-Z lawsuit dropped and extortion suit victory. Roc Nation's official statement celebrated complete vindication, while Diddy's camp quickly echoed the sentiment, insisting that every Freakoff claim was a pretext for extorting A-list celebrities. Despite that dismissal, Tony Busby vowed to press on, asserting his client withdrew only under threat, fueling ongoing online debates about case closure versus intimidation. Almost immediately, a second civil action emerged. Miami resident Joseph Manziro filed suit alleging he was forced to wear a humiliating mask at a 2015 Bad Boy event, claiming that Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan witnessed the freak-off spectacle. SEO trackers noted a fresh spike in Manzaro lawsuit Diddy and Miami freak-off witnesses. Jay-Z's lawyers responded with affidavits placing him and Queen Bee in other cities that weekend. Airline tickets, hotel records, and concert appearances stamped with timestamps. Within 10 days, Jay-Z and Beyonce were removed from Manziro's amended complaint, illustrating the potency of rapid counter-evidence in high-profile litigation. Meanwhile, federal prosecutors in New York and Los Angeles moved ahead with racketeering and sex-trafficking charges against Diddy, alleging a decades-long pattern of coercion, non-consensual recording, and exploitation under the guise of music industry gatherings. His indictment laid out a chilling blueprint: victims allegedly lured with spiked beverages, pressured into sexual acts, and filmed without consent for blackmail. Cassie Ventura's live testimony in Manhattan federal court, backed by text messages, undercover videos, and medical reports, added human impact to the RICO counts. Search analytics show surges for Diddy RICO indictment, Cassie Ventura testimony, and federal freak-off trial. Diddy pleaded not guilty, and 4 consecutive bail hearings returned denials, keeping him confined in the Metropolitan Detention Center. His legal team attacked witness credibility and evidentiary chains, prompting rolling appeals and press releases proclaiming massive overreach and celebrity witch hunt. Yet civil demand letters dispatched to dozens of celebrities, ranging from Mariah Carey and Paris Hilton to Mike Myers and Prince Harry, warned that silencing could trigger conspiracy liability. Headlines tracked celebs named in freak-off letters, Busby demands silence, and Hollywood complicity warning. Despite losing direct legal claims against Jay-Z, public curiosity turned to what did Jay-Z know? Social media investigators pointed to years of joint ventures, chart-topping collabs, fashion label launches, joint investments in spirits brands, and co-hosted philanthropic dinners. SEO terms like Jay-Z-Diddy partnership history and Roc Nation Bad Boy alliance trended as fans revisited 90s Marcy Project's Uptown Records connections and landmark songs like Brooklyn's Finest. Conspiracy forums even speculated on connections to other high-profile high-profile tragedies: Aaliyah's plane crash, Tupac's murder, though reputable outlets urged caution against unverified gossip. Jay-Z's world was rocked when explosive court filings tied him to Diddy's notorious Freakoff parties. In late 2024, Jane Doe accused Diddy of drugging and assaulting her at age 13, and then named Jay-Z as a co-defendant. According to her amended complaint, an unnamed limo driver led her to a private room where Diddy allegedly administered a sedative. Then both men violated her under cover of darkness. That allegation alone ignited a firestorm across social media, drawing scrutiny on two of hip-hop's wealthiest icons. Jay-Z responded immediately, filing an extortion suit against Jane Doe's attorney Tony Buzbee, claiming the entire lawsuit was a shakedown. Buzbee allegedly demanded seven-figure sums in exchange for dropping the claims. In his Los Angeles filing, Jay-Z's lawyers labeled the allegations idiotic, frivolous, and baseless, insisting their client never paid a dime and would fight to clear his name. Within weeks, a federal judge allowed Jane Doe to proceed anonymously but admonished both sides to tone down inflammatory language. Then the tide shifted. Private investigators hired by Jay-Z's team recorded Jane Doe admitting that nothing sexual involved Jay-Z and that she'd only included his name under pressure from her lawyer. The revelation undermined the original claim and prompted ABC News to broadcast the audio, triggering renewed backlash against Buzbee's tactics. But Jane Doe soon retracted that statement, accusing Jay-Z's investigators of bullying and intimidation. The resulting legal tug-of-war exposed every inconsistency in her story and turned headlines into a bruising public spectacle. On Valentine's Day 2025, Jane Doe voluntarily dismissed the lawsuit with prejudice, blocking any future claims against Jay-Z or Diddy. Rock Nation celebrated the dismissal as vindication, releasing statements branding the case a dark chapter of lies. Diddy's camp echoed the sentiment, insisting that every Freakoff allegation was a pretext for extortion. Yet Buzbee claimed his client withdrew only out of fear, vowing to keep fighting, casting doubt on whether the saga had truly ended. Just when Jay-Z's legal woes appeared behind him, a second lawsuit emerged. Miami partygoer Joseph Manziro alleged Diddy orchestrated his own Freakoff in 2015, forcing him to wear a humiliating mask before a crowd that allegedly included Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan. Manziro's amended complaint initially named Jay-Z and Beyonce as witnesses. Swiftly, Spiro's team presented irrefutable proof that neither Jay nor Queen Bey set foot in Miami that night. Within 10 days, their names vanished from the lawsuit. Across more than 30 civil suits, common threads keep surfacing: laced drinks, coerced performances, hidden cameras, and non-disclosure agreements. Federal prosecutors have leveled racketeering, sex trafficking, and conspiracy charges against Diddy, alleging a decades-long pattern of exploitation. His plea of not guilty was followed by 4 bail denials, keeping him locked up in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. Cassie Ventura's star witness testimony revealed graphic details of abuse, supported by text messages and videos seized by authorities. Meanwhile, attorney Tony Buzbee has filed demand letters against dozens of celebrities who attended bad boy events, warning that silence could equal complicity. Despite repeated dismissals of claims against Jay-Z, public questions linger. When did he learn about the Freakoffs and what did he do about it? Social media sleuths point to years of close association, collaborations on chart-topping albums, joint red carpet appearances, and luxury brunches. Jay-Z and Diddy's friendship dates to the mid-90s, forged through shared ties to Biggie Smalls and hardened by legal battles of their own. Their alliance expanded from music to fashion, spirits, and sports agencies, building an empire that now struggles to outrun scandal. Jay-Z wasn't playing around. He called the allegations idiotic, frivolous, and straight up said it was a blackmail attempt by the woman's attorney Tony Buzbee. According to Jay, Buzbee sent him a demand letter in November of 2024, trying to get a financial settlement, but wasn't having it. Instead of settling, Jay-Z went on the offensive on November 18, 2024. He filed his own extortion lawsuit against Buzbee in Los Angeles. Initially, as a John Doe, he claimed Buzbee was trying to extort exorbitant sums with wildly false claims about sexual assaults involving multiple minors. Jay's attorney Alex Spiro didn't mince words either. He called the lawsuit a shakedown and started pointing out all the inconsistencies in Jane Doe's story. He even noted that in her December 2024 NBC News interview, she admitted that not all the facts were clear and that she may have made a mistake in identifying people. We expect Mr. Carter to be fully cleared of all of this in the coming days. Almost nothing that she says is checked out because this never happened. Jay-Z also talked about how these allegations traumatized his family, including Beyonce and Blue Ivy. He vowed he wouldn't settle and wouldn't pay one red penny. Then the legal battle got intense. U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres ruled that Jane Doe could stay anonymous for now, but might need to reveal her identity later. The judge even criticized Spiro's combative motions and inflammatory language, basically telling him to chill out. Then things got real interesting when ABC News got their hands on a recording where Jane Doe apparently told private investigators connected to Jay-Z that he didn't actually do anything to her, and that Busby pressured her to include him in the lawsuit you're saying. He was definitely there, but he had no part in it. Or he was just there. He was just there, but he didn't have anything to do with any sexual acts towards you. It was strictly yeah, but then the plot thickened even more in a sworn declaration. Jane Doe denied saying any of that and claimed she only dropped the lawsuit because she was scared of intimidation and retaliation from Jay-Z and his fans. She also said the investigators intimidated her by showing up at her home uninvited. It's giving messy, messy, messy. That was when Busby tried to clear things up with his own recording. They say that they have you on tape denying that Jay-Z assaulted you. Is that true? No, they don't. I've never said that. This right here is the receipts. This was a phone call between attorney Tony Busby. Jay-Z assaulted you so you would get more money. No, the whole situation was messier than a toddler eating spaghetti with their hands. But check it on Valentine's Day, 2025, instead of chocolate and roses. Jane Doe's attorneys dropped a bombshell by voluntarily dismissing the lawsuit against both Diddy and Jay-Z with prejudice that's legal talk for you can't ever file this again. Sweetie Game Over Jay-Z's Rock Nation team came through with a victory lap, immediately dropping a statement, basically saying, "We told you all this was trash." They called the allegations frivolous, fictitious, and appalling. That's 3 fancy words for straight up lies. Spiro was out here flexing, talking about how his client pushed back, never settled, and cleared his name translation. Have said, "Not today, Satan." Meanwhile, Diddy's legal squad was singing the same tune, saying, "This dismissal just proves these lawsuits are fake." But Busby wasn't about to slink away with his tail between his legs. Nah, homie jumped on the gram, claiming Jane Doe had health issues and seizures and that's why she dropped the case. He swore up and down she never took back her allegations, just couldn't handle the pressure. Man was promising to keep fighting. Either way, the main lawsuit linking Jay-Z to Diddy's alleged activities completely collapsed faster than my motivation at the gym. But trust and believe this drama was far from over. The secondary lawsuit and star-studded witness list popped up when Miami partygoer Joseph Manzero alleged he was drugged and masked at a 2015 Bad Boy event with Jay-Z, Beyonce, LeBron James, and Gloria Estefan as witnesses. Spiro's team swiftly discredited the claim with travel records and concert tickets. 10 days later, Jay and Queen Bee vanished from the complaint. Across over 30 civil suits, common threads emerge: laced drinks, coerced performances, hidden cameras, and NDAs. Federal prosecutors charged Diddy under RICO and sex trafficking statutes, alleging a decades-long pattern of exploitation. Cassie Ventura's live testimony, supported by texts, videos, and medical reports surrounding Tupac's murder, was no longer shrouded in uncertainty. The truth had been revealed, and someone was being held accountable for the crime. This development brought a sense of justice not only to Tupac's family and friends, but also to his countless fans who had long sought answers. That brings us to the end of this video. For more videos like this, click on the cards on your